Hello YouTube and welcome to the comic book channel. In today's video I'm going to be going over some books that are releasing Wednesday, June 20th, 2018. I probably say this almost every video, but it's a pretty light week. I don't really see too much coming out that I'm that excited about, or too much coming out in general. So I'm just going to kind of go over the books that I think I'll probably pick up and I think might be like good books. So we'll see. So either way, starting us off, we have from DC Comic Books, Aquaman number 37. And I picked the variant cover here because I've been picking the variants for Aquaman and Batgirl. Actually, most of the DC books, I've been picking the B covers. They've been nice. They're doing a great job with their B covers. I don't know particularly that I agree with all the hype that they've been doing amazing with their storylines, but their B covers have been very nice. So there's that. Following that, we have Batman number 49. So this is going to be, one issue before the Batman Catwoman wedding, as long as that happens like they say it's going to. Looks like the standard cover of this one has Catwoman fighting the Joker, I think. On her wedding day or something. It says something about the wedding day on the cover. I think it's Joker. I could be wrong. Either way, I've picked the B cover for this one as well because it's a Artgerm variant, and I think probably everybody's picking up the Artgerm variants for almost everything right now, so they're pretty hot. So after that, I'm continuing with Green Lanterns, and this is number 49. It's mainly for the cover art. Storyline sounds pretty cool though, also, but I will say that this one, I was like, is this Green Lanterns or is this Domino in the DC universe? Because she kind of looks like Domino there. In the, with the eye thing. I don't know. Whatever. So after that, we have Justice League number 2. So this is the second issue in this particular Justice League series. And as well, this one's pretty much just for the cover. I don't know... I'm trying to think. I also pre-ordered from somewhere, maybe Unknown Comics, a Justice League number 2 store variant. It might have been number 1. I don't know. It had some great Wonder Woman cover art on it, so I ordered that. But God, I order stuff from them all the time. It's like, who knows when that stuff comes, and I completely forget about it by the time I get it. So there's that. But so. Next up from IDW Comics, we have Delta 13 number 2. And the reason I'm going to talk about Delta 13 is just because, it's not a great book or anything. The first issue didn't, blow me away, but, I do just kind of like what's going on there. The space, horror vibe to it and all that. It's kind of cool. Kind of it's not, the same as Event Horizon or anything, but, it's in that same vein. I like that stuff, so kind of fun. Also from IDW, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Urban Legends 2, and this is reprinting of Volume 3, I think it is. Either way, it's really good stuff with really good artwork, so if you don't have any of that already, maybe pick these up. They're pretty cool. I like the cover art on this one too. So up next from Image Comics, we have Infidel. And this is number 4. Infidel has been really cool. It's hard for me to follow a lot of Image series. I'm not really following very many of them. I kind of pick up 1 or 2 issues and fall off. And I see this is only on issue 4, but still, it's pretty good. There's stuff like Redneck that, I would, keep getting and stuff like that. Trying to think of another Image book that I'm really stoked about and I get every time it comes out, and I'm sure there's quite a few, but the only thing that comes to mind right this second is Redneck. and that's probably just because there's other things out there like Gasolina, Paradiso, Ice Cream Man, all these books that like you get the first issue of and you're like, okay, whatever, cool. Actually, Gasolina was pretty good. I take that back, but there are quite a few that I'm just not interested in. Oblivion Song, Gideon Falls, like I just don't really care. So unless they come out with like something that's really cool or like a really great cover, I just kind of pass them over after. So this will probably be one. Sad to say, which is Shanghai Red #1. I don't. It just sounds like another like one of those like exacting revenge on the people who murdered your family stories. I just feel like those keep coming out everywhere, left and right, and it's hard to care. So, anyways, that's what this one is about. But it's supposed to take place like in the 1800s or something. Not that the girl on the cover really matches that. I don't know. So, whatever. And then we have Skyward #3. Now this is like a pretty fresh take on stuff. Like this is different, and I've picked up the first two and liked them, so I'll continue to read it for a little bit. I haven't been disappointed by it yet, so it's a pretty cool book. Sorry, I have my notes down here because I don't have on the screen, the covers that I'm gonna put up in post, obviously. So you'll just have to excuse me for now. I'll get better at all of this nonsense. So from Marvel we have Amazing Spider-Man 801, and this is going to be Dan Slott's very last issue on Amazing Spider-Man. He obviously starts on Tony Stark Iron Man also this week, so it'll be sad to see him go, but he is going. So yeah, last Dan Slott. Make sure you pick it up. It's the end of an era. Dan Slott's been on Amazing Spider-Man since a day after Amazing Spider-Man was created. He's been on it so long, so that'll be weird to have someone else, but whatever. We'll see. So next up we have Ant-Man and the Wasp #2. I still haven't got around to reading Ant-Man and the Wasp #1, so I don't know how great that was, but I will pick up #2 and hopefully read #1 before #2 comes out. So next up we have Avengers #3. This series of Avengers has been pretty good, so I'll continue to pick that up. I don't really have much to say about it though. And then for this one, the cover art on this one I really like a lot. Black Widow books usually are, I don't know, kind of dull, to tell you the truth. I don't remember one that I really liked a lot, but this one sounds cool. It's got something to do with one of the stones. I can't remember which one now. And this variant cover is really great. It's Bill Sienkiewicz cover art. Is really beautiful, so I will pick that up, at least for the cover art. And then next up is one of my favorite series that's currently ongoing, which is Spider-Gwen #33. Spider-Gwen's got to stand trial, so see what happens there. I really liked Spider-Gwen cover art, and it's been like steadily going downhill for me. I don't know if anybody else feels the same way, but it's just kind of boring now every time I see one. I mean, I love the content and the art inside, but the cover art just hasn't been great for me. So up next is what I talked about a minute ago, and that's Tony Stark Iron Man #1, written by Dan Slott. And this one, I counted on Midtown 29 covers, which, I'm sorry, I'm all for, you got a new book, you want to do whatever with it, throw some covers out there, sure. 29? I mean, I know, each one's supposed to be, a different Iron Man suit and this, but, 29 covers. I just don't see any purpose in that, and how the heck you're going to make any money off of having 29 covers, but I'm sure they have that figured out. They're much smarter than I am, so whatever. I just think that's crazy to have 29 covers that are pretty much the same, just with some different armor on Tony Stark's suit. Whatever. You're not here for my opinion. You're here to see what comic books are coming out. So I'll shut up and tell you. So after that, we have Weapon H number 3. And, okay, you're not here for my opinion, but, man, I really like Weapon H a lot. And now they're throwing my favorite Marvel character into the book. Looks like he's going to be fighting Man-Thing here, or something's happening with Man-Thing. That was teased in the, back end of the second issue. Sorry, the third issue. This is issue 4, my bad. Either way, this sounds awesome. This sounds super epic. I'm really excited to read this. This will be the first thing I read when I pick it up. I really like Weapon H. And obviously Man-Thing. So this is going to be rad, I hope. I hope they don't mess this up. And then from there, we've got X-Men Gold number, what are we, 30? Sorry, number 30. And I'm just going to show both covers. Here's this one and here's the next one. I really like the first one a lot. It's a nice cover. I haven't been liking the covers with, like, a lot of the covers with Kitty Pryde or Colossus or them together on it. Like, they've been looking really weird lately to me. I don't know. Especially that, what was it, J. Scott Campbell one, which I love J. Scott Campbell. And it's not because, he makes all the girls look the same that I didn't like it. I just didn't like it. Like, their poses looked so weird. I don't know. I haven't been liking those lately. So I chose, the one I'm going to pick up is the one where they're holding hands and looking out into the crowd. So, sue me. So then from Aftershock, we have Lost City Explorers number 1. This is apparently something about, like, kids, kind of digging around and then discovering the city of Atlantis under the sewers of New York. Sounds pretty cool. Could be a cool book. Sounds like a cooler, like, well, I guess not one shot, but mini definitely. So sorry. I'm not good at editing and I'm very tired, so. But yeah, sounds like a cool book. So then from Archie Comics, we have Archie Super Teens versus the Crusaders. I am an Archie fan. Archie is fun and silly and old high school, like, I don't know. I'll pick up this book. It's fine if you don't want to, but I do. And then from where are we with Boom Studios, we have Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 28. And I think we're still in the Shattered Grid storyline here, which has been cool. And I like this cover versus the A cover, so that's the one I'm going to show. From Oni Press, we have Rick and Morty. I'm not going to be able to say this thing. Like, every time there's anything crazy to say, I can't do it. I even listened to the pronunciation on a YouTube video from Rick and Morty before I made this video, before I sat down to record so I could say it, and now I have no clue how to say it. Either way, there's the book right there somewhere. There's the title. You can read it yourself and call me an idiot. I'm fine with that. I have no idea how to say that. Either way, it's the alien bounty hunter guy. And I think this would probably be a good book to pick up. I don't know that any of the Rick and Morty, like, little spin-offs have done that well, but I would grab this just for the hell of it. So then we have from Titan Comic Books, Tank Girl All-Stars number 1. I'm not a huge Tank Girl fan, but I'll pick this up. I think it's like a greatest hits, like, reprinting type of thing. I don't know. I don't know exactly what it is, but I'm going to give it a shot. Just because Tank Girl's like one of those things that I want to be interested in, but every time I see something, I'm not. So maybe this will help. This is like a 30th anniversary type of thing. And finally, we have a Valiant comic book, which is Shadow Man, and this is number 4. I always love the cover art for Shadow Man. It's really great. And pretty much everything Valiant's putting out, I really like the artwork for, and the stories and everything. So Valiant's always good in my book. But again, those are my picks for the upcoming Wednesday, June 20th. Please subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Please leave a comment and give me a thumbs up if you can. I post new content every single day, all comic book related. So please keep that in mind and come back tomorrow and check out another new video. And thank you guys so much for watching. See you tomorrow.